It's a shame that all these haters, that come and attack people like me, hates the Constitution. You all hate the Constitution. You don't know what it's like to be free already. So they got you hating the Constitution. You don't want to be free to speak. You don't want to be free to own a gun. You don't want to be free to move about in your own private property. You be secure in all your possessions. You want to allow them to come in and take your property. Oh, you can't have this because we said so. You don't want to be free to not speak to the cops, or anyone else, because you can go to anybody, or anybody else can walk up to you by the side of the cop and want to talk to you, and you can say, I want to talk to you. Oh, but when it's a cop, well, I'll talk to you. Oh, I have to talk to you. Oh, I got no freedom to say I don't want to talk to you. All of y'all love to be under authoritarianism or totalitarianism. I mean, worse, already see Germany. Look and watch the video of how OSS German police people. Oh, we're gonna make sure you belong in this country. Show me your papers. We're going to make sure you're not a Jew. We come in here and we want to get rid of them, like Trump wants to get rid of all the Venezuelans in this country. He wants to round them up like they did to the Jews, but he'll ship them off. He won't kill them. But if they resist, the new Nazi OSS of the United States federal government or corporation will kill you. Just like they killed the Jews that resisted leaving, being rounded up, and killed the people who harbored them or were harboring them. So if you loved them and you wanted to say, you had ones that were your friends and you really cared about them and you wanted them to stay here, well, if you harbored some of them Venezuelans that you really want to be here, you don't want them to be sent back, they would come to your house just like Nazi soldiers did to their people in Germany, their own people hired by the Nazi government to control their own people. So y'all can't even see that. Our own regular people goes and joins our enemy to help our enemy control us. They're using us every which way, and y'all don't want to see it. All y'all want to do is live in this delusional world of authoritarianism. People control other people and be violent. Y'all love violence. Psychopaths loves this stuff. They love to see people just put their hands on people and be violent. Why don't you watch wrestling? Why don't you just go ahead and watch boxing and all that stuff instead of getting on here and making fun of people if you like to watch those types of, if you like violence? Psychopaths love violence. Good people don't. Good people don't want to go out and search for, people being violent. And there's a lot of y'all don't want to be violent, but for some reason you like to see other people be violent. Well, no, why they're being violent, I wouldn't be like that. That ain't right. But, because they say that these people they're messing with is this and that, you're just going to face value without question, believe them. They're liars. They're paid to lie, too. They'll lie to your face. And they'll pretend to be nice and friendly. Oh, I'm your friend. I'm here to keep you safe. Yeah, but not from you. I ain't safe from you. You can put your hands on me and beat me up and bring blood and break bones and not get in trouble. Oh, but if I was to do it, yeah, I'd get in trouble. I'll make someone do what I want and do videos of that. Yeah, you're going to do what I want. I control you, you know, because even though I ain't got the magical suit that makes all these other people be all in a different world. Oh, they're something else. They're not like me and you. So they can do all this stuff me and you can't do. So I can't do it unless I become a cop. Make that make sense. It's not okay for me to do it until I can become a cop, put that magical uniform on, that costume, and then all of a sudden I'm looked at differently. I'm not looked at what I'm looked at right now. If I become a cop, I'm looked at as something else. Oh, he's not one of us anymore. But we're to worship him and bow down to him and kiss his boots and make them sound good and look good. When they're all bad, they're the same as the mafia, just wearing different type of suits with a badge. Might as well come out of a Cracker Jack box or a cereal box. Don't matter what they create and make. They created, they made it. And they said, this is it, what it is, and this is how it is, and that's what all this is for. So you're to see us as something else, different. And to let us do what we couldn't do outside of this. Now, inside, you know, as this, you all are ignorant or just plain stupid. If you can't read their U.S. codes, and you're too lazy to go through all their laws, their codes, their CFRs, you're ignorant. You just believe what they say. You just believe what the media says. Everybody knows the media lies and puts out nothing but lies most of the time. Same with the government. The government gets them, or they have a license with the government. Oh, we're going to take your license if you don't tell the public what we want you to tell them. You can't work as a cop if you won't follow our orders and tell the people what we want them to believe. But y'all don't want to see how that works like that. Y'all just want to see something else living in the clouds of authority, who can come into your house. Okay, we don't need the Constitution. Just what they are, they have enough authority to just walk in your door and say, oh, we're going to say this is illegal, you can't have it, we're going to take it, we're going to kidnap you and throw you in our dungeon and punish you. Like a child that would be sent to his or her room and can't go anywhere, and they take all their good stuff out of their room, so they ain't got nothing good to play with and to pass the time and have fun and be happy enough. No, we're going to make it hell on you. You got nothing to do. No cell phone, no computer, no TV, no going out to the movies, no going out to eat. Y'all to sit in jail for about a week and see what it's like. I would love to see all of you go volunteer to just sit in jail for 1 week and eat their food. I guarantee you in 2 days you'd want out. If not, after 24 hours. When you see what they're feeding people in there, and you wouldn't eat it, and you wouldn't feed it to your pets. None of it tastes good. The only thing that would taste kind of decent is the cookie that they give. The little sweet. And it's full of poison too. It ain't real food or real food like, it's food like. Oh, it's like food. You can eat it. You can pretty much digest it, but it's actually bad for you. Make you fat, give you diabetes, give you diarrhea. And the water that you get out of the sink and you shower with, well, that water is recycled water from the toilet water that they flush. But it's not completely filtered and sterilized. People in these jails are getting diarrhea and they're getting fat and all unhealthy and having problems when they're in there for a long time, months to a year. But y'all don't want to, y'all don't want to understand that part. You just want to stay on one side and just pay attention to that and believe in that and not have an open mind that maybe I'm wrong. I have an open mind, but I know I'm not wrong because I've read their codes. It says we don't need a driver license and whatever else that they are telling us that we have to have. They're lying to us. They're not obeying their codes, their law. Their codes is their law. Their regulations and policies is their law under color of law that they call legalese, with the words legality, legal, and illegal. The word law is nowhere in their crap. They don't enforce laws. They enforce legalese and then say it's law. And you just believe them at face value. Okay, yes, that's law. I believe you. I won't question you. I'll bow down and believe you and worship you and make you sound good. And, it don't matter. Lots of other people did that and still got attacked by the police and now no longer worships the police anymore. They hate them. There ain't no one else joining your side. You already got all you got on your side that worships, bows down, and loves the police. Y'all are losing people because of the police. You're losing supporters on your side because you're okay with the police being violent towards everybody else who's not acting violent, who's not going, oh, what? You can't do nothing. Oh, yeah, you can't touch me. They're not doing that. They're just sitting back and saying, look, they're trying to reason with them and get them to think. They can't think. You can't reason with them. You're not one of them. You're not a lawyer. You're not a prosecutor. You're not a judge. So you can't educate them. Only they can. And they're not educating them. They're just telling them, you're paid by us, and you want this job, and you want to make over $100,000 a year, or $90,000 to over $100,000 a year. You're going to do what we say. And you're going to treat those people how we want you to treat them. You ain't going to get in trouble. You're not going to go to jail. You're not going to go to prison. Unless the people rises up, enough people, and they say, well, I'm sorry, we're going to have to throw you under the bus because too many people is too mad. You're going to prison. That's the only time any of them does go to jail or prison. It's when enough people rises up and says they're going to jail. They protest. But y'all ignore all of that. Y'all ignore all the videos of the people that prove to you right there with the cop and they don't have a driver's license. They have a passport. They give it to the cop. The cop goes back and all that. And the passport, they can't run their name like in all caps like you say your name. It's house of your last name, comma, then your first name, all in lowercase, with the semicolon, dot, at the end of your first name. They'll run it. They'll see your first name. They'll see your little last name. They won't see the house of or clan of, and they'll just run it the other way. Well, when you go to court, you tell the judge, I didn't give him that name. I gave the cop this name. And then the judge would have to turn to the cop and say, why did you run his name like that when he didn't give you his name in that manner? And then the cop will get in trouble. And the case gets dismissed. Lots of people doing it, but y'all won't watch those videos. Y'all rather watch the other videos that makes you feel good and makes you laugh because you're a psychopath. You like violence. You enjoy that. That is entertainment to you. That's a psychopath. Violence ain't entertainment to me. I don't watch wrestling. I don't watch fights. I don't like seeing people being beat up and all that by cops. When they're not being violent, they're just sitting there trying to live their life like you, trying to go about, live your life. Oh, I'm going to pull him over because I think he's got a gun and he's dangerous to the public. I'm suspicious of him or her. And so they'll pull you over and make up stuff. They'll lie to you and get you to do what they want. Oh, get out of the vehicle. Oh, we're going to detain you and put you in cuffs for your safety and our safety. How is it me being put in cuffs for